Hello everyone, welcome to this video. In today's video, we are going to solve some important question related to the topic two-dimensional geometry. Along with solving the question, we will also discuss the concept that are used in that particular question. So let's start the video. So our first question is that if a vertex of a triangle is 1, 1 and the midpoint of two sides through this vertex are -1, 2 and 3, 2. Then the centroid of the triangle is. So you have to find the centroid. So here's the given that we have a triangle. Let us suppose the triangle is ABC and one of the vertex is given 1, 1. So let us suppose the coordinate of A is 1, 1 and the midpoint of two sides through this vertex, which means the midpoint of AB and AC is given that -1, 2 and 3, 2. So let us suppose the midpoint of AB is -1, 2 and the midpoint of AC is 3, 2. Okay. Now you have to find the centroid of this triangle. For finding the centroid of triangle, we have to find the coordinate of B and the coordinate of C. So we are using the concept, the midpoint formula that you had already studied in your class 10th. X is equals to x1 plus x2 by 2 and y is equals to y1 plus y2 by 2. So let us suppose the coordinate of C is x1 comma y1 and the coordinate of B is x2 comma y2. Now we are using the concept of midpoint for the particular sides AC. So for side AC, the midpoint is, the x coordinate of midpoint is 3, which means 3 is equals to what? 3 is equals to 1 plus x1 divided by 2. After solving this, you will get x1 is equals to 3 2 just 6 minus 1 5, x1 is equals to 5 and the y coordinate is 2. So 2 is equals to 1 plus y1 divided by 2, which means that y1 is equals to 3. Then the coordinate of C is 5, 3. Similarly, for the side AB, the midpoint, coordinate of midpoint x-axis is -1 is equals to what? 1 plus x2 divided by 2, which means that x2 is equals to what? x2 is equals to -3. Similarly, for y coordinate 2 is equals to 1 plus y2 divided by 2, which means that y2 is equals to 3. So coordinate of B is -3, 3. Now the formula for the centroid of a triangle is what? Centroid of triangle is x1 plus x2 plus x3 divided by 3 and y1 plus y2 plus y3 divided by 3, which means x1 plus x2 plus x3 means 1 plus 5 plus -3, which means 1 plus 5 plus -3 divided by 3, 1 plus 3 plus 3 divided by 3, which is equals to what? Which is equals to this value becomes 1 because 3 by 3, which becomes 1, and here is 7 by 3. So 1, 7 by 3, which means your option C is the correct answer. Okay. Now we are moving to the next question. You can take the screenshot of that particular question. Okay. Now our next question is that the straight line whose sum of the intercepts on the axis is equal to the half of the product of the intercepts pass through the point. So you have to find the equation of straight line which satisfies this particular condition. The sum of intercept is equal to the half of the product of that particular intercept, which means that let us suppose, okay, suppose the coordinate axes are x axis and y axis and the straight line is this and the coordinate on x axis is, intercept of x axis is a comma 0 and intercept of y axis b 0 comma b. Now what will be the condition? The sum of the intercept, which means A plus B becomes equal to what? Half of the product of that intercept, which means A into B divided by 2, and this will be the condition for that straight line. So the equation of that particular straight line is the equation of straight line be what? The coordinate of x axis is A, so x by A plus y by B is equals to 1. X upon A plus y upon B is equals to 1. Now you have to check which one of the option is satisfied that particular condition, which means you have to put here all the options. If you are taking the option 1, means 2 comma 2, now put here 2 comma 2, which means that the value of x is 2 by A plus 2 by B is equals to 1. After solving this, A plus B divided by AB is equals to 1, or you can also write this 2A plus B is equals to AB, or A plus B is equals to AB divided by 2. So this equation, which means that the 2 comma 2 passing through that particular straight line which satisfies the particular condition. If you are checking the equation option 2, which means that you have to put here x is equals to 3. So 3 by A plus 3 by B is equals to what? 1. After solving this, you will get that A plus B is equals to AB by 3, which is not satisfy the particular condition. Okay, so option 1 is the correct answer, which means the 2 comma 2 passing through that particular straight line. Okay, so option 1 is the correct answer. So you can take the screenshot of that particular question. Okay. So our next question is that what? Two consecutive sides of a parallelogram are 2x plus y is equals to 0 and x plus 2y is equals to 0. If the equation of the diagonal is x minus y plus 3 is equals to 0, then the other diagonal passes through the point. So you have to give in a parallelogram. Let us suppose the parallelogram is PQRS, and the two consecutive sides of parallelogram are this. So let us suppose this side is 2x plus y is equals to 0 and this one is x plus 2y is equals to 0. Okay, and if the equation of a diagonal, which means one of the diagonal you have to give in x minus y plus 3 is equals to 0. So you have to check which one of the diagonal, this one or this one. So finding the coordinate of q, you have to solve that particular equation, which means intersection of these two lines. So 2x plus y is equals to 0 and the other is x plus 2y is equals to 0. After solving this, you will get x is equals to 0 and y is equals to 0, which means that both the lines passing through 0 comma 0, which means the coordinate of q is what? Q is 0 comma 0. So you already know that one of the diagonal is this and the other is this. So you have to check which one of the equation of diagonal is x plus y, x minus y plus 3 is equals to 0. So let us check this point 0 0 is passing through that straight line or not. So if you are putting here 0 comma 0, which means that 0 minus 0 plus 3 is equals to 0, which means 3 does not equal to 0, which means that the 0 comma 0 is not lying in that particular straight line, which means that this equation x minus y plus 3 is PR. So this one is the equation x minus y plus 3 is equals to 0. This one will be the equation. Now you can also find the coordinate of P and coordinate of R, because this particular straight line intersect that 2x plus y is equals to 0, which means you have to find the intersection of both these lines, and for finding the R you have to find the intersection of both these lines. So here first equation is that what? First equation is that you can also erase this. Okay. So 2x plus y is equals to 0 and the second one is x minus y plus 3 is equals to 0. Okay. Now for solving this, adding both the equation, you will get 3x plus 3 is equals to 0, which means is equals to x is equals to minus 1. X is equals to minus 1. Now putting the value of x is equals to minus 1 in either this or this. So we are going to put this here. So which means minus 1 minus y plus 3 is equals to 0, or y is equals to what? Minus y is equals to minus 2, or y is equals to 2, which means that the coordinate of p is minus 1 comma 2, minus 1 comma 2. Okay. Similarly, the intersection of this x plus 2y is equals to 0 and x minus y plus 3 is equals to 0 will be the coordinate of r. So x plus 2y is equals to 0 and x minus y plus 3 is equals to 0. Now subtract both these equation. Subtracting, you will get change of sign, which is minus plus minus. So here x to x cancel out, which means 3y minus 3 is equals to 0, or y is equals to 1. Y is equals to 1. Now putting the value of y in either this or this. If you put here y is equals to 1 in that particular equation, which means x minus 1 plus 3 is equals to 0, or x is equals to minus 2. Then the coordinate of r is what? Minus 2 comma 1, minus 2 comma 1. Okay. Now what you have to find? Then the other diagonal passes through the point, which means other diagonal means this one is passing through the point. So one of the point is 0 comma 0, and you can also find the midpoint of PR or midpoint of this one. So if we are using the concept of midpoint for the PR, which means that let us suppose this point be O, and coordinate of O is x comma y. So x is equals to what? X is equals to x1, which means minus 1, and minus 2 by 2, which means minus 3 by 2. Okay, and y is equals to 2 plus 1 by 2, which means 3 by 2. So coordinate of O is minus 3 by 2 comma 3 by 2. Now this one will not be our option. So now we have to check, we have to find the coordinate of S. So for finding the coordinate of x, we are also using the concept of midpoint for that particular point S. Let us suppose the coordinate of S is x1 comma y1, x1 comma y1, which means that minus 3 by 2 is equals to what? Coordinate of x axis is x1 and 0 by 2, which means that x1 is equals to minus 3, x1 is equals to minus 3. Similarly, 3 by 2 is equals to what? Y coordinate 3 by 2 is equals to y1 plus 0 by 2, which means that y1 is equals to 3. So coordinate of S will be minus 3 comma 3, which means that the other diagonal is passing through. Okay. None of the option is there is any mistake. I don't think there is a mistake. Okay, no problem. If none of the option is matched, then you can also check here. It will passing through 0 comma 0 and minus 3 comma 3, which means the coordinate of both x and y are same, and the x coordinate is in negative form and y coordinate is positive, which means that the which one of the option is correct? No, there is nothing, any option in which the okay. So here is minus 2 comma 2, which means that both the coordinate will not be negative, both the coordinate will not be positive, and here the coordinate x and y are what? Different. So this will not be your answer. Your answer is 2 comma minus 2. Why? Because if we are going through the line, then this will, after passing the origin, the sign of both the axes will change, which means that x coordinate becomes positive and y coordinate becomes negative, which means that your option D is the correct answer for that particular question. Okay. You can also check by finding the equation of that particular straight line, and you will get the equation of straight line is this, I think x plus y is equals to 0. The equation of straight line is x plus y is equals to 0. So, after putting this value you will get the answer. Okay. So, you can take this screenshot. Okay. Now, we are moving to the next question, question number 4. Question is that a line intersect the coordinate axis such that the middle point of the portion of the line intercepted between the axes is 3, 2. The equation of line is. So, here is the same concept for this equation. Let us suppose x axis y axis. Let us suppose the equation of straight line in intercepted form is this, and the x coordinate is a comma 0 and the y coordinate is 0 comma b. Okay. Now, you have to given that the middle point of the portion of the line intercepted between the axis, which means intercepted between the axis means the distance between these and this, and this midpoint of this is given that 3, 2. Okay. The midpoint of this portion is 3, 2. Then the equation of line is, if the midpoint is 3, 2, then you can use the middle point concept, you will find the value of a and b. So, look at here, if you are taking the midpoint formula, then what, x is equals to x1 plus x2 by 2, which means that here x1 is, x is 3 is equals to x1 is 0 and plus x2 is a by 2, which means that a is equals to 6. Okay, a is equals to 6. Similarly, y is equals to y1 plus y2 by 2, which means that 2 is equals to what? 2 is equals to b plus 0 by 2, which means b is equals to 4. So, the coordinate, this will become 0 comma 4 and 6 comma 0. Now, you have to find this equation. Then equation of line passing through 2 points is what? Equation of line passing through 2 points is y minus y1 divided by x minus x1 is equals to y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. So, let y minus y1, let us suppose this one, this will be x1 y1 and this will x2 comma y2. Okay. So, y minus y1 means 4 divided by x minus x1 is 0, which is equals to 0 minus 4, y2 minus y1 is 0 minus 4 divided by 6 minus 0. Okay. So, after solving this, y minus 4 divided by x is equals to minus 4 by 3, sorry, minus 4 by 6. Solving this, you will get 2 by 3, on cross multiplying you will get 3y minus 12 is equals to 2x. So, your answer is 2x, you can also write this 2x minus 3y plus 12 is equals to 0. So, 2x minus 3y plus 12 is equals to 0. So, which one of the option is correct? 2x minus 3y, and none of the option is correct. Why? Oh, here is the negative sign, which means minus 2x. Okay, minus 2x means minus 2, minus 2x, which means that, okay, there is a mistake. So, this will become 2x, okay, plus 3y is equals to 12. Okay. So, this is the answer, 2x plus 3y is equals to 12. So, 2x plus 3y is equals to 12, which means option D. So, option D is the correct answer. It is very easy, you can take the screenshot of that particular question. Okay. Now, we are moving to the next question. The perpendicular distance from the point 3 comma minus 4 to the line. Now, if you have the formula in your mind that the perpendicularity condition, which means that the perpendicular distance of a point through the line, which means if we have a equation x1 comma y1, if we have a point x1 comma y1 and the equation ax plus by plus c is equals to 0, then the perpendicular distance from that point to the line is equals to d is equals to in mod ax1 plus by1 plus c divided by a square plus b square. This is the formula for the distance of a point to the line, and here the point is 3 comma minus 4 and line is 3x minus 4y plus 10 is equals to 0. Now the distance d is equals to what? D is equals to 3 into 3 minus 4 into minus 4 plus 10 divided by in root 3 square means 9 plus 4 square means 16, which is equals to what? 9 plus 16 plus 10 divided by 25 root 25, which means 9 plus 6 25 35 by 5 35 by 5, which means 7. So your answer is 7. So option C is the correct answer for that question. Okay, it's very easy, you can take the screenshot. Okay, next question is that the equation of line that passes through the point 1 comma 5 and 2 comma 3 is, it's very easy question. Equation of line passing through 2 points. The formula for the equation of line passing through 2 points is y minus y1 upon x minus x1 is equals to y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. Okay. Now here x1 y1 is x1 comma y1 is 1 comma 5 and x2 comma y2 is 2 comma 3. Okay. So the equation of straight line is what? Y minus y1 means 5 divided by x minus x1 is 1 is equals to y2 minus y1. 3 minus 5 is equals to 2 minus 1. Okay. So y minus 5 divided by x minus 1 is equals to what? Minus 2 by 1. On cross multiplying you will get y minus 5 is equals to minus 2x plus 1, or you can write this 2x plus y is equals to 6. So 2x plus y is equals to 6 or 6 or 7. There is any mistake? I don't think there is any mistake. Okay, here, sorry, minus 2x and plus 2 is 7. So, okay. So, 2x plus y is equals to 7. So, 2x plus y is equals to 7, which means option C is the correct answer. Okay. So, you can take this screenshot. Now, we are moving to the next question. Find the shortest distance between the lines, this one and this one. So, this is the concept of 3-dimensional geometry, and you have to remember that the formula for the shortest distance is what? D is equals to A2 minus A1, vector A2 minus vector A1 with dot product B1 cross B2 divided by mod of B1 cross B2 and whole mod. This is the formula for the distance between two skew lines, or shortest distance between two skew lines. So, here what will be the A1 and A2? So, first equation is that what? First equation is x minus 8 divided by 3 is equals to y plus 9 divided by minus 16 and z minus 10 divided by 7. Okay. So, here A1 is what? A1 is, vector A1 is 8i minus 9j and plus 10k cap. Okay. And B1 is, vector B1 is equals to what? B1 is 3i minus 16j and plus 7k cap. Similarly, for that straight line, A2 is what? Vector A2 is 15i minus 29j and plus 29j and plus 5k cap. Okay. Similarly, for B2 is what? 3i plus 8j minus 5k. So first we have to find A2 minus A1. You have to find vector A2 minus vector A1 and B1 cross B2 and the mod of B1 cross B2. Now after finding all these values, you have to put here, you will get the answer. So you can do this question by yourself, you can solve by yourself. Okay. Now we are moving to the next question. Two circles touch each other externally at P. AB is a direct common tangent touching them respectively at A and B, then angle APB is. So here is the what? We have a two circle. Oh, we can also take from the shape. No, there is a network issue. No, I cannot take the shapes from the, there is an option for taking the shape. No. Okay, no problem. So let us suppose we have two circle like this touching at any point P. Okay, touching at any point P. Two circles touch each other externally at P. This will be P. AB is a direct common tangent. Direct common tangent means, which means the tangent of both that circle like this. This is the tangent, and this point is A and this point is B. Okay. AB is a direct common tangent touching them respectively at A and B. Okay. Now then angle APB. Angle APB means this one. So this is the theorem in class 10th. Then this value will be what? This value will be a 90 degree. You have already studied in your class 10th. Okay. So this is, we are not using any concept for that particular question. You can use the theorem that you had already studied in your class 10th. If any common tangent and AB is any common tangent and P is a point where the two circles touch at each other. So then this angle APB is equals to what? Is equals to 90 degree. This is the theorem in your class 10th. So we are not going to discuss this. So option B is the correct answer. Okay. We are moving to the next question. Oh, sorry. Oh, okay. I think there is a mistake. You have to wait. We are here. Oh, sorry. Okay. So question number, next question, question number 11. If P and Q are the point with coordinate -3, 4 and 2, 1 respectively, then the coordinate of the point R on PQ produced such that PR is equals to 2QR. So let the 2 points are P and Q like this. This is the point P and this is the point Q, and here is given that R, then coordinate of point R on PQ produced such that PR is equals to 2QR, which means, let us suppose here is the point R, then PR is equals to 2QR, or you can also say that PR is equals to 2QR or QR is equals to PR divided by 2, means half of the PR. QR is equals to half of the PR, means this, the ratio is 2:1. Let us suppose this distance is 2 and then this distance becomes 1. Okay, the ratio is 2:1, and the coordinate of P is what? Coordinate of P is you have to given that coordinate of P is minus 3 comma 4, and coordinate of Q is 2 comma 1. So you have to find the coordinate of R. Okay, so here we are using the concept of what? Section formula for the external point. Section formula for the external point. What will be the formula? Formula is that x is equals to mx2 minus nx1 divided by m2 minus m minus n. Similarly, y is equals to m y2 minus n y1 divided by m minus n. Here, what is the m? This one will be the m, and this is n, and here this is the x1 y1 and x2 comma y2. Okay, so x is equals to what? mx2 means 2 into 2 minus 1 into minus 3 divided by m minus n, means 2 minus 1. Okay, so here is 2 4 plus 3 divided by 1, which means 7. Similarly, y is equals to what? Y is equals to my2, means 2 into 1 minus 1 into 4 divided by 2 minus 1, which means 2 minus 4 divided by 1, so minus 2. So y is equals to minus 2. So your option is 7 comma minus 2, which means coordinate of R is 7 comma minus 2. So option B is the correct answer. You can take this screenshot. Okay, now we are moving to the next question. Next question is that, just wait, I have to check the recording is done or not. Okay, it's clear. So question is that, if in two triangles DEF and PQR, angle D is equals to angle Q and angle R is equals to angle E, then which of the following is not true? Okay, so let them check. Let the triangle, first triangle is what? DEF, and the second triangle is PQR. Okay, so what will be given? Q is equals to D is equals to Q. So angle D is equals to angle Q. Okay, angle D is equals to angle Q, and angle R is equals to angle E. Angle R is equals to angle E, which means angle R is equals to angle E, and last angle F is equals to angle P. So if all the angles of two triangles are equal, then both the triangles are, you can say that, similar, which means that the corresponding ratio of the sides are equal. So if you are taking this angle D, so their opposite side is EF, and for angle Q the opposite side is PR. So which means EF by PR, which is equals to the opposite side for angle A is what? DF, and opposite side of angle R is PQ, DF by PQ, and last one is the opposite side of angle F is DE, and the opposite side of angle P is QR. So this is the ratio. So you have to check which one of the not correct. So DE by DE by PQ is equals to EF. DE by PQ is equals to what? EF by RP. I think. Okay, wait. DE by QR, DE by QR is equals to DF by PQ. So this will be the correct. Okay. Option C, EF by RP or PR is equals to DE by QR. This is also correct. And EF by PR is equals to DF by PQ, and this is also correct. Which means option A is your correct answer, which is not true. Okay. So option A is the correct answer, which is not true, and all these three options are true. Okay. So now you can take the screenshot. Now we are moving to the next question. Question number 13. ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral such that AB is the diameter of the circle circumscribing it, and angle ADC is equals to 140 degree. So you have to find angle BAC. So okay, let's draw the figure of that question. ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. Cyclic quadrilateral. Okay, AB is a cyclic quadrilateral and AB is the diameter. So let them, AB is the diameter of triangle, and let us suppose the point C is this and point D is this. So ABCD is a quadrilateral like this, and what will be the given? Angle ADC is equals to 140, which means that ABCD. So you have to change the position, which means this is the point C and this is point D, ABCD. Okay. So angle ADC is equals to 140, which means this angle is 140 degree. So you have to find angle BAC. So how can we solve this question? You have to construct a line AC. Okay, as you have already studied in your class 10 that a diameter makes 90 degree at any point on the circle, which means that this angle is 90 degree. This is the theorem in class 10th and you have already studied in your class 10th. So this value becomes 90 degree, and okay, so how can we find this? As you know that if ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral means the sum of their opposite angles is always 180 degree, which means angle B and angle D is what? Angle B plus angle D is equals to 180, and angle A plus angle C is also 180. So angle B plus angle D is equals to 180, which means that the angle D is 140 degree. So angle B plus 140 degree is equals to 180, which means angle B is equals to what? Angle B is equals to 40 degree. So this value becomes 40 degree. And in triangle ABC, if this angle is 90 and this one is 40 degree, then this angle becomes 50 degree. Okay. Now what we have to find? We have to find angle BAC. So BAC is 50 degree. So option A is the correct answer for that question. Okay, you can take this screenshot. Now we are moving to the next question. Next question is that the ratio in which the line segment joining the points 5, -2 and 0, 7 is divided by the point. Okay, so you have to find the ratio. So we are using the concept of section formula. What is the formula for this section? X is equals to what? X is equals to mx2 plus nx1 divided by m plus n, and y is equals to my2 plus ny1 divided by m plus n. And let here x1 y1 is what? 5, -2, and x2 y2 is 0, 7. You have to find the ratio, which means you have to find the m and n, and the point is x and y is 5 comma 3, x y is 5 by 3 comma 4. Now here the value of x is 5 by 3, which is 5 by 3 is equals to m x2. M x2 means m into 7, sorry, m into 0, m into 0 m into 0 plus n into x1 is 5 divided by m plus n, m plus n. After solving this, you have to cross multiply, which is 5m plus 5n is equals to 15n. Okay, so 5m is equals to 10n, or you can also write this m by n is equals to 10 by 5, which means that 2 upon 1. So m is to n is equals to 2 is to 1. So option B is the correct answer. So you can take the screenshot. Now, so that's all for today. Thanks for watching this video.